power entirely for its own sake. It does not care for the good of others, only power. This quote was said by the character O'Brien to Winston Smith in George Orwell's book, 1984, which was published in 1949. While this quote greatly exaggerates the current problems with the political party system in America, it still demonstrates the issues that political parties pose. For many of us, the upcoming presidential elections of 2012 will be our first opportunity to vote for an elected official. The Sartell School District should mandate a politics class for all sophomore students. First, we will take a look at some of the problems that surround the current two-party system in America, and finally, we will take a look at a solution to the problem. The two-party system in America is detrimental to American politics. Currently, there are two major political parties in the United States. According to the article, Voting and Registration in the Election of November 2008, Population Characteristics, written by Sarah Chrissy and Tom File and published in 2010, the two major political parties are the Democratic and the Republican parties. As stated by the Democratic and Republican 2008 party platforms, the two parties have differing opinions on many issues, most notably that of abortion and gay marriage rights. However, the two parties have many issues that their angles are strikingly similar. For example, both parties seek nuclear disarmament, healthcare reform, and to better uphold the country's commitment to veterans. According to a 2012 party affiliation Gallup poll, the current split between Democrats and Republicans, including independents who lean towards one party or another, is 45 and 45%. As stated by Chrissy and File's article, what many Americans don't realize is that there are over 50 third parties in the United States. This problem affects both us here in Sartell as well as people across the nation and around the globe. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, as of 2012, the current population of the United States is over 300 million people. It is important that of those 300 million people able to vote, they have the best viable candidates to choose from and can make an educated decision about our nation's next leader. As found on the CIA's website, last updated February 27, 2012, the United States is one of the most influential countries in the world. As a world power, it is essential that our nation's leader is representative of the American people and can have a positive impact on issues worldwide. The two-party system causes much harm to American society. According to David King, a Harvard University professor, in his article, Congress, Polarization, and Fidelity to the Median Voter, published in May 2010, working with political opponents can be extremely difficult. Party activists are less likely to compromise in case they would betray core party beliefs. This often leads to a standoff between the parties, which turns to good versus evil. As stated by Olympia Snow, a former Senate member, on March 1st, 2012, lawmakers only represent one party or another. There is no happy medium between the two parties. According to Snow, the effects of this party dissension have already been seen in the Senate's failure to pass a budget for the nation in a reasonable amount of time and in the debt ceiling crisis of the past summer. Snow went on to say that bipartisanship has led to a habitual departure from the traditional debate process and instead focuses on take it or leave it proposals that leave no room for compromise. As stated in Chrissy and File's article, only 64% of the voting age population voted in the 2008 presidential elections. 13% of voters didn't vote because they just didn't like any of the candidates who were running for the presidency. Many voters also believe that voting for a third-party candidate would be a waste of their vote because third-party candidates so rarely get elected to the presidency. Now that we have taken a look at some of the problems surrounding the two-party system, let's take a look at a possible solution to the problem. The Sartell School District should mandate a politics class for all sophomore students. This class will extensively educate students on the political two-party system. It will be a quarter long and will focus on the ins and outs of the political system as well as its pros and cons. It will also teach students how to make informed decisions about their votes based on candidates' stance on the issues as well as not their party affiliations. This class will be extremely simple to add to the current curriculum. The Sartell High School already has many teachers who are capable of teaching this class, and it will be very easy to trade into students' current course load by simply taking away many of the half-credit elective options that all students here at Sartell are given. The ultimate goal of having no political parties would have many benefits for American society. As informed and educated individuals, we can start the change to a party-free country. As a nation of individuals, we should vote for an individual whose ideas we believe in, not a party whose concrete stances have led only to bipartisanship and a hindering unwillingness to compromise. When lawmakers have no allegiance to an outside party, they can better serve the people they represent. The harms of the two-party system cause much damage to American society. As informed and educated individuals, we will be better able to wisely choose our nation's next leader. The Sartell School District should mandate a politics class for all sophomore students. As found in Pat Rogers' 2007 article, The Papers of George Washington, our nation's first leader warned of the perils of political parties in his farewell address to the nation. The spirit of revenge natural to party dissension is itself a frightful despotism. Sooner or later, the chief of some faction turns this disposition to the purposes of his own elevation on the ruins of public liberty.